And we should be good to go. I'm going to move this over here where it can be heard a little bit. Alright, I should probably actually tweet it out and post it on Discord, huh? Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Who sent me a message and why can't I see it? Weird. I forgot I need to do something before I continue. Hiya, Roger Edwards. That's a name I haven't seen around here. Oh, ow. How's your day going? That's good. If I remember right, that was notifications. Oh, ow. I'm trying to drop shit. Oh, really? I just don't remember your name. Because I'm an extremely forgetful person when it comes to names. Especially when it's been over a year. Well, it probably hasn't been over a year, but it's been a while. That's partially my fault since I don't stream often enough. Because I forget people who come. That my stream schedule is so messed up that I've got viewers who can or can't watch me depending on what time I stream, since it's extremely inconsistent. Which is both good and bad, because it means I get a variety of people from everywhere, depending on when and what time I stream and what day I stream, so. Yeah, how you been? It has been a while. I guess it's been long enough that I'm now able to stream multiple 3DSs with no capture cards. So, in case you're, well, I don't know if you've actually kept up with any of the videos. If you have, you know how I'm doing this. If you haven't, I can explain it. But it means that I didn't have to fork out $2,000 on capture cards, and it means that I don't have to live film, because I'm not a huge fan of live filming. It's just, I don't have two cameras, so I can't do webcam and live filming at the same time. My live filming quality just isn't very high because my webcam isn't the best quality, and I use my webcam for live filming when I can live film. So. How's Scarlet and Violet? It's good, but it's not as good as I was hoping. Like, it's a fun game, but it lacks content. You can pretty easily catch all 400 Pokemon in the game, and there's not a whole lot of post game, unlike some other games. Like, there is some, but I don't think there's enough post game, and that's awesome that you have 2 boxes of shiny Pokemon now. I still have more, but you're catching up. But yeah, I wish there were more Pokemon in the game. And I wish 2 things, majorly. I wish there were more new Pokemon in the game, because the amount of new Pokemon is actually pretty small if you count the regional variants and the Paradox forms. There's not actually a whole lot of new Pokemon. It's mostly just new forms of Pokemon. Well, you have 2 boxes of shiny Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I don't have that many in Scarlet and Violet yet. Mostly because I'm splitting my time between specific hunts, and I'm going for the fully evolved hunts. So if possible, I'm trying to hunt the fully evolved form rather than the base form. So there are some that take me a while to find. So that, and I just don't have a whole lot of time, and it takes a lot of time and effort in Scarlet and Violet to shiny hunt for me, because my eyesight is poor, and you can't really do anything else while hunting because you need to focus so much. And that's one of the things I can't, like, I have a hard time streaming it because I have to focus so much on the game, and if I'm not focusing on the game, I'm going to fail a shiny or I'm going to miss something. So it's just one of those things where my attention span can't really do that many, which is part of why I hunt off stream. I think I've got close to a box of shinies in Scarlet and Violet now. But I will, all of those shiny reactions are on YouTube, and I'm working on a compilation video that will include all of my Scarlet and Violet shiny reactions. It just won't be out for a while. But yeah, I wish Scarlet and Violet, so I wish they added more new Pokemon, and I wish there were more than 400 Pokemon in the dex, because 400 Pokemon isn't enough for the size of the map, and it isn't enough for the game. Like, I wish, like, let's say post-game, right? So let's say your post-game, you beat the game, you collect all 400 Pokemon in the dex, right? After that, the professor contacts you and says, hey, we're seeing we're seeing Pokemon we've never seen in Paldea before. And then you can go and you can catch more Pokemon. That way you keep the $400 Pokemon Pokedex, but you add new Pokemon and old Pokemon through post-game content. Oh, that's great. I also hate that they shiny locked the promoted raids, so I can't actually hunt them, which kind of sucks, because the promoted raids are some of the only ways to consistently hunt some of the fully evolved Pokemon in the wild. So unfortunately, I can't actually get some of the fully evolved shinies because the only way to get them is in raids. And I'm not going to hunt them in raids because there's no consistent way to get that Pokemon. Which sucks, because I would love to see some of these Pokemon in the wild. So, are you doing the 7-star Charizard, or are you just doing 7-star raids that pop up around the map? Because most people did the Charizard a while ago. You okay? Hey, you okay? You okay? And we're one subscriber away. Oh, you're doing the Decidueye, okay. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping up on any of the newer... I haven't really been doing any of the promoted raids like that. I did the Walking Wake and the Virizion, but that's because those were only obtainable that way. So. Does YouTube have a way that you can do bets and stuff? I don't know. Because I think it would be fun to have a will we get the shiny Pokemon within this many encounters kind of thing. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The other big problem I have with Scarlet and Violet is the bugs. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but there are some bugs that are okay, right? Like jumping backwards, some goofy visual bugs, you know, I'm like, alright, whatever, you know? But there are a couple bugs that really grind my gears because it shows how lazy the development team was from a computer science perspective. Because the biggest one was the game crashing was a memory leak, and that memory leak should have been easy to fix. It should have been fixed before the game was released. You know, it runs the same engine as Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus had a crashing problem because of a memory leak, so you'd think they would have fixed it not only in Legends Arceus but also in Scarlet and Violet before it released. But no, and there are other bugs like that. Like when you jump up and you fall, the screen just fades to black, and then it puts you back on the map. I'm like, that should have been patched before the game released. Because what that glitch tells me is it tells me that the game was beta tested and someone found this glitch where you can fall infinitely by jumping onto an object, and instead of fixing the glitch, they just worked around it. That's also why I think the reason that you can access an old automatic save file is because instead of fixing the crashing problem, they just made it so you could access your save file at an autosave feature even with autosave off. Because they would rather do that than fix the memory leak. It also sounds like in the latest patch, they didn't actually fix the memory leak. They just worked around it, which is like fucking lazy as hell. I might be wrong on that. The wording is kind of confusing. Oh, right. Hold on. Let me change something. I forgot. Let me change this. We're going to do properties, and we're going to do 2. What if I got the hell ago? You're on out? Give me a minute, I'll let you out. Like, other than a few major bugs, I can handle the little ones. Because Pokemon has always been a glitchy game, and a lot of those glitches can be really fun to manipulate and mess with. Ever since Gen 1, there have been cloning glitches, glitches that delete your save file, glitches that do all sorts of stuff, and they've been fun to mess with. But they aren't inherently game-breaking, and that's the thing that gets me. If a glitch breaks the game, or is just inherently lazy coding, then it bothers me. But if it's like a fun glitch that, you know, no one really cares, you know, it's just fun to mess with, like jumping backwards, it's not a huge bother to me. Because there are always going to be fun glitches in any open-world game, right? Look at Breath of the Wild, look at Mario Odyssey. Look at how many glitches they have. It's a lot, but most of them are fun, and you have to do a fair amount of setup to get them to work. Like, to say Scarlet and Violet is bad just because of the glitches is to say that Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild are bad, because Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild have very similar glitches that you would have to set up in a manner way. Same thing with graphics. Like, Mario Odyssey looked way better, but Breath of the Wild did not have the best graphics when it came out. And it still, even with it's not the best graphics, it pushed the Switch's capabilities to their limit at the time. So trying to make a game look better on the Switch really isn't possible. I mean, you could probably do the landscaping a little bit better than they did it, but not much. Also, I've never been really that keen, you know. Like, graphics aren't that big of a deal to me if it's a fun game. And Pokemon has always been cartoonish. Like, people are like, oh, Pokemon needs to be the most realistic thing ever. I'm like, no. I like its cartoony nature. When it fades to black because they don't want to animate something, or when a character isn't actually talking, or, you know, stuff like that. It's a cartoony nature to me, and I like that. And I always have liked that about Pokemon. It's like voice acting, yeah. I would like voice acting in Pokemon, but it's not essential to me. Because part of the fun of an RPG is making up funny voices for the characters in your head and reading their dialogue with a funny voice. And if there is voice acting, you will always hear that person's voice even when you're talking in that character in your head. Like Zelda, because you have voice lines for Zelda in Breath of the Wild, anytime you read her dialogue, you will hear her voice. Which is good, but it could also be cool to, you know, make up your own voice for Zelda. You know, maybe Zelda's some weird redneck hillbilly from the south. Like, Link, I need your fucking help. Ganon's taking over Hyrule. Well, that wasn't a girly voice, though. Hey. You're waiting for a part 2 of what? Sorry. YouTube tends to be latent with when it actually sends comments, so... You're waiting for a part 2 of what? Alright, I'll let you out. Oh, Breath of the Wild? Yeah. It makes more sense if you say Tears of the Kingdom, though, because that's what it's called. There you go. Alright, let's take bets. Will I get a shiny today, and which shiny will it be? Oh. Circuitry or Stakataka? You know, let's say, will I get Stakataka before 1500? That's the question. Yeah, have you liked the Tears of the Kingdom trailer? Also, what do you think about it being $70? I think that's actually, people are mad that it's gone up by $10, even though it's been 6 years since the Switch's release. And it most likely means they have something big planned for after Tears of the Kingdom. Speaking of, I might want to check on my Reddit post. See if they finally approved it or not. Bit pricey? Yeah. I think it really depends on how much content, how much new content there is, and, oh, whoops. Over there. And what the next game is, because the way it works is the money they make from the previous game, they put into the new game, right? So they use Breath of the Wild's fund to produce Tears of the Kingdom. And they'll use Tears of the Kingdom's fund to produce whatever the next Zelda game is. So based on how much new content it has, right? And the thing I'm hoping is Breath of the Wild had DLC, and it was good DLC, right? But it had, I think it was like a $15 DLC. So essentially, Tears of the Kingdom is the price of Breath of the Wild plus its DLC, meaning that if they added the same amount of content as Breath of the Wild and its DLC, it will be worth it, right? So instead of adding DLC to Tears of the Kingdom, they released it as with enough content, including what they would have potentially released as DLC. Oh, a love ball. That's a weird ball to put Decidueye in. Let me check my Reddit post real quick, see if they actually approved it or not. I made a Reddit this morning to post about my 3DS hacking stuff, so. But apparently it takes the moderators forever to actually approve your posts, which is kind of dumb. Yeah, they still haven't approved my post, even though it's been like 5 hours. I hate Reddit, but I was hoping that I could get the word out, because I really want to post this application so other people can use it, but I need to get the word out, and that's the hard part. So. Let's see. Where is my posts? Wait, maybe it did actually let me post it. No, it's waiting moderator approval. It's still waiting moderator approval. But it has one upvote, meaning that someone saw it and upvoted it somehow. So. Who knows? Maybe they won't approve it ever. Maybe it'll just sit there. You planning on breeding a competitive Decidueye for Gen 9? Again, Decidueye was really good in Gen 7, so I imagine people will start using it a lot in Gen 9 competitive. Do you want to see something I haven't shown anybody yet? Alright, so this, I haven't streamed with it yet, but this is my quad hunting layout, and I can actually turn these on. Oh, let me hit the button. Oh, you're shiny hunting it? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, but this is my quad hunting layout. It's a little bit off. I'm probably going to make the webcam smaller. I didn't realize how big it was until I actually put it there. But you can see the 3DS games and the Switches at the same time. It's mostly useful for when I'm doing the same hunts on the 3DSs, because then I can just use one controller for both 3DSs using input redirection, and then I can do two separate for the Switches. So it's going to be useful for Sword and Shield reset hunts, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee reset hunts, and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl reset hunts, so that I can... it'll be useful so that I can do 3DS hunts and Switch hunts at the same time to increase the probability of me getting more shinies more quickly. So that's interesting. I don't know, what do you think? Do you think I should make it so that they're a little bit, the webcam's a little bit smaller? In fact, I could probably show you what it would look like with, so if I grab, it'll be on top. Oh, you have 5 shiny starters, okay. Yeah, this is one of my favorites, but I'm thinking, should I make it smaller? I think you're also a little bit behind on stream. It's, it happens. YouTube will delay it quite a bit sometimes. Anyways, let me go back to that one. Also, we hit 1,400 on the Stakataka. Watch, I'll get Circuitry before Stakataka again. Because that's going to be my luck. Sup, Green? It's been a while. How you doing, man? I've been active in your Discord a lot. I've seen you guys talking. Well, I've been listening in on the conversations in your Discord. I haven't actually said anything in it in a while. Yo, Gio, how you been, man? It's been forever. I haven't even talked to you on Discord in a while. Glad to see some of the OGs coming in. How you been, man? How's life up there in the cold, very cold state you live? I've been good. I've been pumping out content. I've been working on some larger projects, like actually being able to stream 3DSs. My dad and I put a lot of time in modifying this program so that it would work. Again, same answer to you, Green. I've been doing good, working on some larger projects. Like, I built my own shiny hunting counting application because DCSB is not Ubuntu, so that was a project. And then I built the Pokemon Battle Randomizer for Gen 9. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I'm also working on a few larger projects, which has taken up a lot of my time. So, oh, that's great, man. That's nice. I've been putting way more hours into YouTube than I probably should, but I find it fun to make videos and shiny hunt and play games weirdly and stuff like that, so. Like, it could show you guys the intro to one of the projects I'm working on. Not sure if I'd show you guys the other one. I'm trying to keep that mostly secretive, because if I show anyone, there's a chance someone steals the idea before me. I know that it sucks that can happen, but because it can, I'm trying to keep that one more secretive. But it is a Pokemon game, and I am one gym through the challenge, so just need to do the other 8 in Champions, and then I can edit it and post it. Yay! Yeah. Oh, but I can tell you. So one of the things I want to do is build an application I call Trap or Cap. So basically, in anime, you know that there are trap characters. So what you do is you build an application. I'm planning to build an application where it's a mini game type thing. So you can play it with your friend, and your friend tries to guess the gender of an anime character. But the trick is the character can either be male, female, or a trap. So basically, I could play it with friends and just fuck with them, because I'm like, nope, that's a guy. Nope, that's a girl. And it'd be fucking hilarious. Especially, I was thinking about testing it out on Matt. Don't tell him because I think it would be fucking hilarious to have him play that game in the video after I build it. Because he would know some of them, but I don't think he'd know all of them. Yeah, I know how you feel. I couldn't play a lot of games in college. That's part of why my content creation went a little bit down the hill when I was in college. But I'm out for the time being, taking a break. Might go back either this summer or this fall. I don't know. It's one of those things where it kind of, It also depends on how well YouTube ends up going. Because with some of these larger projects, with the time I'm investing, I'm expecting them to do better than a lot of the other ones I've posted. So, yeah, let's take bets. I like taking bets. Which shiny do you guys think will show up first, and how many encounters will it take? I have gotten 2 shinies on Ultra Sun before I've gotten the shiny Stakataka on Ultra Moon. So, probability-wise, I should get the Stakataka first. But knowing my luck on my Ultra Sun has never given me an over-odds hunt. So, knowing that, I will probably get the Xurkitree first. I don't really want to do more school after school. Wait to spend more time trying to get better at guitar. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, my honest opinion about high school and middle school should be that you have a 4-day week, and then Friday's just a study hall day, so that you still go to school on the Friday, but you can just use it to do whatever you want. Like, if necessary, you can get your homework done, you can get help from teachers, you can just hang out with friends, you know. It's basically they give you the option. You don't have any classes, but if you need help with something, or if you need to get work done, you can come to school to get it done. So it kind of takes off some of that stress. And in theory, you could still get all your work done and all your content that you need taught in a 4-day school week. So, stack at 1646. That I would love it for it to be that fast. Honestly, because this is the first hunt I've done. So I bought this Ultra Moon a few months ago and played through it so that I could shiny hunt on it. And it has not gotten one shiny. So this is going to be the first shiny on that Ultra Moon file compared to the 100 or 200 I've got on the Ultra Sun. 2,300. I hope I don't have to go to 2,300. That's almost another 1,000 encounters. But knowing my luck, it will probably be closer to 2,300. I mean, you were here when I went to like 5,000 without a single shiny shaman, so. But at least it wasn't There have been some people on YouTube who have gone upwards of 15,000 encounters in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl for one shiny on one game. So, you know, I'm still lucky compared to that. But both games do have shiny charms, so the odds are one in around 1,300. So, yeah, Shaman, a dark time in my life. But it was a good time because it was one of my highest periods of growth, and I got some of the best support ever during that period of time, and I made some really good friends during that period of time. So, also, if you guys are still here, remind me to raid someone when I'm done, because I need to get better at raiding people. I always forget, and it sucks, because I really want to raid people, but I always forget. So, yeah. But I understand if you're busy. It's great seeing you when you can show up, though. But it sounds like you're in a better state than you were a few months ago, which is good. Because I remember at that time you were more of an introvert, you were worried about school still, and you had some shit going on in your life. But it sounds like you're doing better, and that's great. So, as much as I miss those times too, I wouldn't want to go back to them because I was in a similar boat. And I would rather be who I am now than who I was then. Because a lot of shit has happened, and I'm overall just feeling like a better person. Because, you know, I've started to figure out my adult life, right? So I keep my bed made up most of the time. I keep my room cleaned. I keep my laundry done. Saturdays are my cleaning day, where I clean the basement and the stairs, because that's where I live and where the space that I use. I've learned how to make a lot more foods. So one of the things I've learned is it's a lot cheaper if you make your own food, even if it takes a little more time. So I've learned how to make all sorts of recipes for dinner, and I've gotten really good at making like meat stuff. So I'm good at hamburgers, pork chops, chicken. Chicken's harder than the rest, depending on the recipe, but it's usually pretty easy. Also, I think I just upped that counter twice on accident, so we'll just do this, and then we won't count this next one. Right, we're not counting this one because I accidentally double counted the last one. Alright, are we taking any bets on Xurkitree? If Xurkitree will show up. Crash dump. Fuck. Gotta restart it. That sucks. Oh well. That happens occasionally. I don't know what causes it. Let me stop recording and we'll start recording again in a minute. Said we cut from firmware. Is that my post being authorized? No, it doesn't look like it is. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and start it. We'll go ahead and start it here. And then get you going again. Should we do that? Bum, bada bum, bum, bum. Alright, that should be back up and running. I'm doing way better now than two. I've gotten better with keeping up with grades. I found someone I also lost weight. That's awesome. That's one of my goals that I'm having a hard time keeping up with, because I kind of live on the edge where I'm not unhealthily bad, but I'm close enough to it that I should, but it's just hard to find the time and the effort to actually do anything about it. And I've always had weak lungs, so I've never been the best physically because I've always had weak lungs, and I've had a hard time doing physical things compared to other people. And I have a massive soda addiction that's definitely not good for my heart, but I'm addicted in a way that I literally cannot live without it, so. Yeah, and there's never really anything bad about it, right? Like, You can't say, oh, you lost weight. That's a bad thing, right? Well, it can be a bad thing, but usually it's not. So, did I count that one? I don't remember. We'll see. I counted it. Also, I'm 1 sub away from 300. So if any of you guys know, like if you have a friend or a family member or someone who enjoys Pokemon and shiny hunting and RPG content, then we can be at 300 tonight and I can celebrate. Even though the sub goal is 500, 300 would get us closer. I've been hovering at like just below 300 for so long. But these last couple weeks where I've been pushing out more content and more shiny hunting has been one of the highest growth periods in a while. I think I went from like 180 to almost 300 in a couple weeks. So, and the best thing about it is it's from older shiny hunts. So when my Scarlet and Violet videos don't really get any real attention or subs, but when I posted Blacephalon, I got like 5 to 10 subs from that, and then Nihil goes the same way. I woke up to 198, I believe, and then I believe someone subbed today because I posted a short about the recording process and the fact they probably subbed because I promised that I would eventually make a release video talking about how to stream multiple 3DSs. Soda addictions go hard. They're so hard to get off and to stay off of. I went almost a year not drinking, and soda, as soon as I hit a Coke, I was hooked again. Yeah. And caffeine is hard to live with. I mean, even just without, like, if you live without caffeine, it's not as easy to live as with caffeine, because caffeine makes it a lot easier to get projects done and to work on shit. So it's kind of hard to get rid of the caffeine, let alone the sugar, right? Because the sugar is addicting and the caffeine's addicting, so. Yeah, you do have to start catching up. I love how I took a break and you started to catch up, and then I get back and like... Oh, speaking of... I gotta do something. I'll just play it on my phone. Only caffeine I need from is coffee. Yeah, I wish I could drink coffee. I cannot drink coffee. It is too bitter for me. No matter how it's brewed, no matter what, I cannot stomach it. So, I would love coffee, because coffee is definitely better than soda and energy drinks. But... don't want to get copyrighted for a Walmart ad. Oh, you did, huh? Well, you better keep going then. Competition drives growth, so... Oh no, Green hates this song, so anytime he joins stream, I have to play it at least once. Just because he's one of those players who had 100% in the Spider-Man game it was in, so I have to play it just to annoy him when he shows up on stream. Don't worry, I'll only play it once this time. I won't be that asshole. Or, ooh, here's an idea. I keep playing the Spider-Man theme until we get to 300 subs. So until I hit 300 subs, the Spider-Man theme will be playing in the background. I like this plan. No, I want to torment green for at least a little while. Imagine we get the shiny while playing the Spider-Man theme, and then I have to edit the context of that clip in. I'm going to make a video about this abuse. Do it. It gets me more clout. It gets me more clout. You know, drama videos end up giving the person who's bad more attention anyways. I forgot. My girlfriend doesn't have a YouTube account. I'll stop it. I'll only play it twice. There. I was just joking about it. Here you go. I did not stop it because of your threat, though. I stopped it because I wanted to stop it. Also, it would be extremely awkward to have the Spider-Man theme playing while I get a shiny. So, again? That's the third time today. I don't know why it's doing that. I gotta set it up again. Bum, bum, bum. And it's on the same system, too. This one has crapped out 3 times today. I guarantee you'll find some way to get me back. Wait, why does my face look blue? Is that my monitors? Is that because of the... Is that because of that? Hold on. Oh, it is. The Pokemon Ultra Moon thing is making my face look blue. That would require me actually doing something. Like, I'd have to join his streams more often. Well, he'd have to stream more often to do that, first of all. Alright, we're back up and running on the Ultra Sun. I don't know why that's the 3rd time it's done it. And normally it doesn't do it this frequently either. Alright, but I know Green has his guess on the Stakataka and so does Geo, but what are your guesses on the Xurkatrees? Yeah, but streams do better. I mean, statistically speaking, streams give you better watch time. They often do better in the algorithms. And they're also a better way to engage with your audience than videos. So, 1200 for Zerk? I wouldn't mind that. In fact, imagine getting Stakataka in around 2400 and Xurkitree in around 12. Oh, no. I really hope I don't go double odds on the Xurkitree. Also, it's almost impossible because, like I said, my Ultra Sun has never given me an over odds hunt. I've always been under odds. So... at least as far as I know and can remember. At least with hunts I've been counting on. Watch, now that Green said it, I will go over 3,000 because I played the pizza song. That's his revenge. He'll force my shinies to take forever because I played the pizza song. Giving up. Oh, now I need a new topic. We ran out of topics to talk about, and my voice is already going dry. I might need to go get a glass of water again. We've done almost 500 encounters today. You know, I'm gonna start hunting Claydol just for today. I haven't done an encounter in forever. Are you talking about in, oh, what game would you be hunting it in? Nah, don't worry, pal. My revenge will come one day when we do some Pokemon content together. I don't know how. Oh, Green, did I tell you? I made a deal with Matt to get him to play Harvest Moon again. So if we achieve a certain goal, he will play Harvest Moon. I have it recorded somewhere. Proof that he would play Harvest Moon if we managed to do something. Pokemon Black? Ah, I see. So 1 in 8192. Good luck. Yep. Bum ba-dum 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 ba. Why did that get in my head? I have no idea why that was in my head. I have yet to find my first shiny. Well, you're just not hunting enough. You just have to grind and shiny hunt whenever you can. Yeah, so the deal I made with him is that if we can get his channel to 1,000 subs, I know it's a lot, but if we can get his channel to 1,000 subs, he will stream Harvest Moon on it. So I know it's a little bit out of there, but it is theoretically possible if we give him enough support. So, also I might turn my light on. It's starting to get into the evening, so that's part of why my face is blue now. Oh no, the blue makes it so you can see my acne. What you want? You want some food? Here you go. Look, right here. There's your food. There we go. So you're saying we need to grow our channels like crazy to force our subs to force him to stream it? Exactly. That is exactly what I'm saying. You read my mind. So basically, when I get to multiple thousand subs and you get to multiple thousand subs, then we just split the difference. Evil. Hey, he agreed to it. He had no obligation to agree to it, but he chose to agree to it. You know why? Because he said it's impossible for us to get his channel to 1,000 subs. So if we prove him wrong, not only do we prove him wrong, we also get the bonus of him streaming Harvest Moon again. So, it's a win-win. Heard of face wash? Yeah, I have. I'm extremely white, and I have acne problems no matter what I use. Part of it is also because I scratch my face a lot. I touch my face like this. I touch my hair. Really, I just need to break bad habits, and I haven't broke those bad habits. So, you know. It's not as bad as it used to be, though. Also, I'm not self-confident. Like, I don't really give a shit about my acne. You know, it's a normal thing, so it's whatever. I don't need to get rid of every imperfection on my face. Like, I'm not that insecure. Like, I find it funny. People are like, oh, I have one problematic thing on my face. I'm going to lose my entire reputation. It's like, you're a human being. No one actually really gives a shit. I mean, there are people who give a shit, but them giving a shit shouldn't matter. But yeah, I don't know if my lighting, does my lighting look better than it used to? Because I think it is. And I can show you why if you want. Because I initially planned to put those LEDs up, but those LEDs, I never actually had to put those LEDs up. So. Yeah. I've never had... Well, I have scratched acne enough that it's bled before, but that's a very rare occurrence, so, yeah. I've also grown my facial hair out, so my mustache has gotten better, and I've almost got a beard. You can see the mustache, but you can't really see the beard hairs. I know, but it used to look a lot worse, because my lights weren't very bright, but they both went out around the same time, and I couldn't find the light bulbs that fit. Like, we didn't have any spare light bulbs, so I went to Home Depot and found the same type of light, but I got the LED ones instead, and holy shit, are the LED ones bright, because I don't even have my middle light on. Like, the lighting is too much. So my light has three lights, right? Well, it's got two of the same lights on sides and then one in the middle. And I don't even keep the middle one on because it's too much light. Because I put the two on the sides are LEDs now. So I don't really need the middle one. Actually, I'll show you what it looks like with the middle one on. Fuck. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Maybe I shouldn't be shiny hunting with my 3Ds on my lap. I've never had acne problems. My siblings have, but I haven't had no idea why, because I worse habits than them. It's genetic. It's racial. There's a lot of things that affect it. It's also, if you wash your face consistently, you have less of a problem with it. Yeah, no. Let's see, is that one? Nope, that's the fan. That's what it looks like with the middle one on. And to me, it just feels less natural. Like, the shadows don't work as well with the middle one on. So, I like keeping it off. But actually, if I take my webcam, you can see how bright the fucking light is. Like, it's a really bright LED. So... Like, it just looks so much better with just the LEDs on than that middle one. And I know I really shouldn't give a shit about lighting, but having better lighting for the face cam just works better. I like it better, too. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I just realized I may have just tried to blind you guys because I forgot. LEDs show up really bright on video. So I apologize if I just blinded you. Good thing is they'll also last forever. LEDs last a really long time, so. They were like $40 light, or was it 20? I think it was $30, yeah. They were expensive lights though. For 2 light bulbs, it was a lot. I really like my girlfriend, don't get me wrong, but she got me into that habit of being a dick sometimes. Hey, sometimes you need to be a dick, okay? Like, I'm of the philosophy that, yes, you should be a nice person, but there are times when you shouldn't be a nice person. There are times where you need to put your foot down and say, hey, fuck you. You know, like, there are times where you need to tell someone to go fuck themselves and tell them off. And maybe beat the shit out of them if they're bad enough, so. Especially when it comes to women, because a lot of women will push the line as far as they can to upset you in some way, shape, or form. Same, though. Like, without my glasses, my eyesight has been getting so much worse, especially since I've gotten different prescriptions. I can't even read the chat. Like, without my glasses on, I can't even make out what the chat looks like. So, that shows how bad it is. Part of it is also because I have a really bad stigmatism. So one of my eyes is more nearsighted, the other one is more farsighted. So them trying to work together doesn't end well. That's actually part of the reason I started wearing glasses more often, because it became a hindrance to do homework and to stream and to do all this other shit, because I just couldn't see what was on my monitors anymore without being like this close to it. Because my eyesight just kept getting worse and worse. So I eventually I'm like, fuck it, I'll just wear glasses full time. Because before I would only wear them when I really needed to wear them, instead of wearing them all the time, because they bothered my face for a while. And I still get bothered by them sometimes. And it feels weird after taking them off. Like, after you take them off, it still feels like you're wearing them. Like, it's like phantom glasses. I can't remember what my eyesight is. Probably better than mine. I'm like super nearsighted. I can't see at all when something is like 2 feet away from me. Yeah, so basically, if you're far enough away from your monitor, you can't see the thing on that monitor. Because that's my problem is, I like my monitor farther away so that I can actually do stuff on it. I would rather not have to be right in front of it all the time. So... Also, we're about to get to 300. Meaning we've almost done 600 encounters today. Crazy. It's crazy how fast time flies when you're having fun with friends. Like, that's one of the best things about shiny hunting is you can just do it casually while having a chat with somebody, and the encounters will just fly by. Especially when you're dual or quad hunting. So... Dun 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 dun. Imagine you get a random sub at 300 for Zerk. Yeah, that would be nice. But what I really want to do is post a lot more of these older shiny hunts, especially since I don't know if you guys saw, but I actually unshiny locked some of the older Pokemon, so I can hunt the legendaries, some of the shiny locked event Pokemon, stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a lot more of those. I just since I already played through my Ultra Sun copy, I have to play through my regular Sun copy to be able to hunt some of those legendaries at the same time. So in order to hunt Solgaleo, I'm gonna do it on my normal Sun, and then I can do Lunala on my Ultra Moon, and then I can do Type Null on my Sun and my Moon, and then I can do Poipole on my Ultra Sun and my Ultra Moon, so I can dual hunt those. Man, that music is so in my head because of the number of encounters I've done. Also, does anyone know what Stakataka's moveset is? I'm shiny hunting it, but I don't actually know what its moveset is, so I don't think it can damage itself, but I want to be careful just in case it can. I agree, I've been doing more content with friends now because I realize it's not only more fun, but it seems to be so much better. Yeah. The collabs are just... especially with some friends. Like, some friends make the collab so much better. Like, when I collab with Matt, it's always an enjoyable time. Like, that time I did a Soul Link with him once, and that was fun. It was fun for me. It sucked for him, because we did the Soul Link, and I lost it for us, right? Before the first gym, right? I killed our team before the first gym. And then we restart, we do the same thing, and he gets a Groudon, but he manages to beat the Groudon, but I lose it for us again after he manages to beat a Groudon with a Zubat. So, I can't tell you anything about the Beast. I kind of didn't play that much 7th Gen. Yeah, me neither. I mostly did shiny hunting in 7th Gen. I dabbled a little bit in competitive, but not much. I knew that Blacephalon could damage itself, but I never did any research into whether or not Stakataka could. So, imagine we get the shiny right now. Nope, and nope. Okay. Figures. Dun 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 dun. 303. Oh. I guess I should look up its moveset if I find it. But meow. 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 Airplane noises. Meow. 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 Will you let it mount, please? Alright, this is getting kind of old, Stakataka. We're over odds now, so I'd really like you to show up, please. I would not like this to be one of those hunts that goes almost 3,000, please. I have the shiny charm for a reason. I do not want to take that long for my shiny hunts. Soul Links are so much fun. Usually there's always that one guy, you just tank their team all the time. Yeah, true. I actually thought about a way that you could make a Soul Link even harder. So not only are your team members linked, like if one dies, the other one dies, but you code it so that if one team member takes damage, so does the other one within the party slot. So you, like, if you and your partner are both battling at the same time, you could literally take double the amount of damage. But it would also allow you to heal your opponent's Pokemon and your opponent to heal your Pokemon. So it would add an interesting aspect to it. Doesn't have any self-damage except Double Edge and Takedown. So it has self-damaging moves, meaning I shouldn't false swipe it, right? Is that what I'm seeing? So don't false swipe it. That's what I'm hearing. Meaning I might not be able to get it in the Pokeball I wanted to get it in, but that's okay. Oh wait, it gets Double Edge and Takedown. That doesn't mean it has them, right? Hold on, let me look this up on my phone. It's weird to think that it's only 7:30. It feels earlier than 7:30. What moves does Stakataka have in the wild in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon?
Here's what I found on the web.
What level is it? It wouldn't actually be that hard. Considering they've managed to make multiplayer Pokemon a thing, and I don't think it'd be that hard. It would have been a few years ago, but considering the modding level some people have in the Pokemon games now, I don't think it would be that hard. Let me tell you what level it is now. It looks like it is level... Show me its level. It's level 60. So... What moves will Stakataka have at level 60?
Here are the top search results.
What moves will Stakataka, the Pokemon, have at level 60?
I found these results.
Yeah, you suck. So... Stakataka Pokemon. I'm surprised he doesn't know that one. I might have to search it manually. Which is what I was hoping to avoid, considering my Google Assistant is so dumb. So it can only have takedown, doesn't have double edge yet. So that means no false swipe still. Alright, good. Because I probably would have failed it. Because I was getting ready to false swipe it. Oh, it literally gets takedown at level 60, huh? I don't think it would keep takedown up to level 60. It learns takedown at level 60, though. Scarlet and Violet were good. I had a lot of problems with Scarlet and Violet. I enjoyed them. I like the new Pokemon. They just lack content. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again because I think it's good to point out. They lack post-game content, and they lack a number of Pokemon. So, for the size of the map, 400 Pokemon isn't a lot, and there aren't a whole lot of new Pokemon because they added more new forms than new Pokemon, and I wish they would add a new Pokemon and a bunch of older Pokemon because it's just... I beat the game within less than a week and had the Pokedex completed in less than a week, right? So I feel like it does lack content. And there's no real post-game. Like, there's no battle tower. There's no competitive thing. Other than online competitive, there's no in-game competitive thing. It learns double edge at 61. That's not what I saw. The website I saw said it learns double edge at 70. But... And the big thing for me with Scarlet and Violet was the bugs, because I'm a computer science major, and some of these bugs were just bullshit, and they shouldn't have been in the game, right? So, like, there are two major bugs that I make note of. The first one is obviously the game crashing randomly. So, the biggest problem with the game crashing randomly it's a memory leak, right? And memory leaks aren't that hard to fix, to my knowledge. And even if they are hard to fix, you don't release a program that has a memory leak. You fix the fucking memory leak before you release the goddamn program. And the fact that they knew it had a memory leak, they had it all over? Okay, so it might be that then. The fact that you had over a year, like during this entire development process, to fix the memory leak, and you didn't, because it runs the same engine as Legends Arceus, and Legends Arceus has the same memory leak problem, so you think they would have fixed the memory leak for Legends Arceus and applied that same patch to Scarlet and Violet. And then the fact that rather than fixing it, they decided to implement a feature that would allow you to get your save file back if you accidentally lost it due to that, right? So if you hadn't saved in a while, it allows you to get it back. Rather than fixing the fucking problem, it really grinds my gear. And then the other big one is when you jump up and you can fall infinitely. That's just lazy fucking coding. Like, just fix the goddamn problem. Don't make it so it fades to black and that you just walk back onto the ground. It's fucking lazy coding. And I will say that there are fun glitches in Scarlet and Violet that I don't mind. Like, being able to backwards hop is a fun glitch. And there are a lot of glitches like that within other fun games, right? Like Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild have a lot of glitches, but they're fun glitches and you have to intentionally do them, and most of them aren't inherently game breaking. I liked Arceus, but Arceus had the same problem, right? There was no post-game content. Post-game content was finish the fucking Pokedex. And there was no competitive scene for it. There was no battle tower. Other than shiny hunting, it feels like the problem is Pokemon has forgotten what a lot of their players do, right? So the majority of the players will either do competitive battling online or shiny hunt post-game. So because that a lot of players will only do shiny hunting or post-game or actual competitive battling, they've stopped adding in post-game for the regular players because they think everyone will just shiny hunt and everyone will do competitive battling instead of adding a way to do it in post-game. And the bigger thing that grinds my gears is that rather than adding post-game content, they decide, hey, let's add fucking DLC instead. Let's make you pay $25 for more additional content, even though the base game lacked content in the first place, right? Because the thing about Breath of the Wild's DLC was that Breath of the Wild had a shit ton of gameplay. There were so many side quests. There were so many boss fights. There were mini bosses, major bosses, items to collect, right? Recipes and all that other stuff, right? So Breath of the Wild was worth the money, and the DLC was worth it because there was plenty of content before the DLC came out to keep yourself busy with. With this, people already finished the game. They've literally done everything there is to do in the game in a couple of months, right? Like, there are people who already have shiny living dexes because they no-life the fucking game. Because for some fucking dumb reason, they're like, hey, even in a game where you can get 500 Pokemon seen in around half an hour, let's make it so that the shiny odds can be 1 in 300. Who in dumb fuck thought that we needed to raise the shiny odds in a game where you can see 500 Pokemon in under half an hour? Like, bro, we do not need shiny hunting methods in games where you can see that many Pokemon in an hour. It just... it reduces the value of the shinies more than it ever has before. Like, even in Pokemon Rumble, you weren't getting shinies that fast. Like, that was my problem with the mass outbreaks in Legends Arceus. Because in Legends Arceus, you can see around 500 plus Pokemon an hour, right? Which is a reasonable number. But with mass outbreaks, plus Shiny Charm, plus max Dex entries, it's like, you can just find shinies left and right. And I'm like, we didn't need a shiny hunting method in Legends Arceus because the shiny hunting method was just completing Dex entries, right? I still can't believe that that half the Pokemon Presents was about Pokemon Sleep. Yeah, and that they decided to do another fucking Pokemon Go Plus. Like, the first one flopped, and everyone was scalping it, and it didn't work. And then they're like, oh, let's just release another Pokemon Go Plus Plus. It's fucking greedy, man. Like, Pokemon Go, Niantic, they've been so fucking greedy. It's why I don't play the game anymore. It's like, it became pay to play, it became pay to level up, and it was like way too much time investment. By the end of Scarlet and Violet, I had 4 shinies. They were so easy to find, and I didn't even look for them. Yeah, exactly. I had 2 shinies day 1. Because I think I did like 1,000 encounters in the early game trying to get a shiny Wooper, and I got 2 full-on shinies within 1,000 encounters. Like, if that doesn't say anything, I don't know what does. And I do understand that they knew that people would be finding shinies quickly, so they added some new mechanics, right? So they added a bunch of new forms, right? So you've got the 4 Tatsugiri, the 4 parrot birds. You've got multiple Tauros, and then you've got the size difference, right? Which I appreciate that because they knew people would be looking for the shinies, they added some variation in the forms so that you had to go for all of the forms. But they still didn't need to make it so easy to get them. Anyways, I might need to go get water here pretty soon. My voice is dry. I haven't talked this much in a while. So, probably at 50, another 11 encounters, I'll probably go get some water. Of course, knowing me, knowing my luck, I'll get the shiny before that. Hey, Geo, do you have a Switch yet, or are you still just playing with the older generations? Iron Defense, Iron Head, Rock Blast, and Wide Guard. You found out? Thank you. So, hopefully I don't need to deal with it damaging itself. Oh, you should really get a Switch. I know that you have other priorities, but a Switch would definitely be worth it. And it's a great gaming console to play with other people. That's one of my favorite things about it is it's both single player and multiplayer compatible really well. Like there's a lot of good multiplayer titles and there's a lot of good single player titles. So come on, shiny, dun 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 dun. Come on, shiny, dun 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 dun. No more shiny, dun 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 dun. Amen, dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I'm just stuck to nostalgia stuff. I see. Nostalgia is an interesting thing. It's why I still need to get my hands on... Oh, thank God. I just automatically reset it. I didn't even check it first, but it wasn't shiny. My tongue hurts. Nope. Nope. So have you actually beaten the games, or are you just shiny hunting on them before you can actually beat them? Dun 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 dun. Green or me? You. I'm asking about you. I know that he's probably finished most of the games he played. I'm asking if you finished Black and White too, or if you're just shiny hunting before you finish the games. Also, after, during this encounter, I'm gonna go get some water because my throat. I really need some water. So, yep. Reset you. Reset you. Nice and refreshed. Back to hunting these hunts that are going way longer than they should. Yo. Yep. Yep. Black and White and Black and White 2 are such great games. I still can't believe some people hate them. Yeah, but people will hate on everything. Like, I think a lot of people with content creators is if that content creator hates a game or says they hate a game, people will jump on that bandwagon instead of actually giving it a lot of thought. And so it used to be that a game could be fun and have flaws, and people could still enjoy it, right? But now it feels like if a game has even a few flaws, everyone's like, oh, it's such a bad game because it has a few flaws. You know, maybe it doesn't have the best story, or maybe it doesn't have the best graphics, but it's still a fun game. But there are content creators who try and discourage people from playing it because they think it's bad because it has a couple minor flaws. So. Cold. Yeah. The thing I hate, though, is that I didn't like that they shiny locked stuff, and that from there on they began to shiny lock stuff. And Black and White 2 was the era where they started the... you can buy the same game again to get the legendaries, right? So Black and White had none of the old legendaries in it, but in Black and White 2 they had a Latios, Latias, the Uxie, Mesprit, and then I think the Weather Trio as well. And I hated that Ultra Sun and Moon copied that, and then they released the legendaries as DLC in Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, because you know they're gonna basically use the Sword and Shield DLC as a framework. They're gonna make it so the legends are obtainable in Scarlet and Violet used through the DLC. What had the Regis again? Oh yeah, Black and White too. Yeah. So that's where it kind of started the, hey, pay me more money if you want to get the extra legendaries, which I didn't necessarily like. Because I liked being able to get the legendaries, but it kind of set a precedent of, oh, pay me more money and I'll give you extra content for the legendaries. But there are good and bad ways to do it. Like, using... For instance, like Auraz. Auraz was the one that put the legendaries in it, but it was also its own game. It was a remake of an older game that gave you the legendaries because X and Y didn't give you more than Gen 1 legendaries. So. Right, I need to click back in there. Fuck. What? But I just came up with the nickname for the shiny Xurkitree when I get it, so you guys will have to wait and find out. I just thought of the perfect nickname for Xurkitree, based on an anime character. Oh man, there would be a lot of good anime characters to name Xurkitree after. That's assuming I can actually get the dang thing. We've done almost 800 encounters today with no shiny. Oops, I did it again. Currently at 3,282. You're almost halfway there. Oh, I don't know if I showed you guys. I know I've showed other members of stream, but I don't know if I showed you guys. I bought a mod chip for the DS Lite that is a video out kit so that I can record GBA games and DS games, because the thing about this is when you go into DS mode, it disables Wi-Fi, so you can't stream DS modes on the 3DS over the network because it disables Wi-Fi. Damn it, I keep forgetting. I need one of these to not count. Here, we'll do that, and then remind me that this one doesn't count, not to count it. I still can't imagine shiny hunting for this long. I usually only do a couple hundred at most in a stream. Like I said, with these games, it works a lot. It goes fast enough that I don't really mind. With some of the newer ones, like trying to get some of the Sword and Shield soft reset hunts and the BDSP soft reset hunts, it's miserable because of how long the resets take. But these resets take fast enough. Like, you can do 120 to 150 an hour. That's what I like about the older games. The newer ones, they just take too long to load. Like, I tried hunting stuff using the reset method, like resetting for the static spawns in Scarlet and Violet. I was just too bored. It was too boring, and it took too much effort because sometimes the Pokemon wouldn't load in right away and you'd have to back off and then come back, and it wasn't consistent. And it was just horrible to try and double hunt it. Which is part of why I would like to purchase a couple more Switches eventually. Because I have my multi-viewer, so I can do 4 consoles hooked up to it at once. No count, lol. Alright, I didn't count it. Good, I remembered not to count it. Oh yeah, that's one of those things where being a content creator and knowing how valuable liking stuff is, I am trying to remember to like stuff more often than I used to. So when I come into someone's stream, I try to hit the like button. If I see a video I really like, I try to remember to hit the like button because it really does have a boost in the algorithm. The other thing is commenting. I never realized how much comments affect it, but part of the reason my Blacephalon video did so well was because people kept finding it and they kept commenting on it. So the YouTube algorithm's like, hey, this video keeps getting comments, let's keep pushing it. And then once it stopped getting comments, it stopped being pushed. And it's sitting at just below 3,000 views right now, which for me is insane, right? Especially on a long form video, like my shorts getting over 1,000 views isn't that far-fetched. But one of my regular videos getting over 1,000 views, it's insane. And that video alone has 50 watch hours on it. So if I can do more like that, I can be monetized in no time. So what's the Pixelmon shiny hunting stream? I couldn't imagine people doing that. I don't think I promised to do a Pixelmon shiny hunting stream, but some people do it. I mean, I don't know the odds of a Pixelmon shiny hunting stream, but the only unorthodox shiny hunting I would do on some of the off-brown hunts is Rumble, because Rumble is fun to shiny hunt in. It's Rubber Ducky Thursday!
Try leading the industry.
No, that's an ad. No, you didn't. I remember you were telling me you were working on a movie. And then that's all I remember.
Real revolution.
So. Is it released or are you still working on it? As far as I remember, you told me you were working on a movie. Unless that was someone else, but I'm pretty sure it was you. And based on the crying emoji, I thought you wanted it to be a surprise. Oh, that's back when you had your old phone. What are you working on now? What you should have said is that was someone else. Because then I would believe it. Because I'd forget that it was you. Whoops. Oh, when did you actually get a new phone? I never realized you got a new phone. My first vid was just me playing guitar at a short. Oh, that's cool. People like music videos like that. So did you guys get the Discord notification or the YouTube notification? The Water of the Gods. Okay. Because I'm trying to remember to tweet out when I go live and post the Discord notification when I go live, because YouTube sucks at notifying people. So. Ooh, here's a conversation starter. What do you guys think of this season of animes? Have you been keeping up with them? Or have you watched any good animes lately? Because I am all out of better animes to watch. Like, I've watched all the good ones I can find. I did start My Hero Academia, but it's meh. Like, I started a while ago and then I dropped it because it wasn't very good. And I still think it's kind of meh, you know. I might finish it, I might not. I was never working on a movie, maybe just some amateur animation, but really low poly. Yeah, but I think you told me you wanted to work on a movie, and that's what I remember, is you saying you wanted to work on a movie and post it on your channel. Or, like I said... Oh, are you saying you didn't... I didn't see the stream or anything, just randomly saw it scrolling? Oh, hey, the YouTube algorithm didn't butt-fuck me this time. Normally, my shit never gets recommended because YouTube butt-fucks me. It's like, nope, fuck you. Promoting your channel? Yeah, right. Also, they ass fuck content creators monetarily. I watched Tower of Good in high school, The Elite. That's about it. I haven't watched Tower of God because I've heard it's bad. I don't like Classroom of the Elite. Like, I started Classroom of the Elite, but I do not like Ayano Koji as a character. The fact that all the female characters want to bang him and that he's the worst main character ever. Because he's a Mary Sue, right? And he's just... I don't like it. Like, I don't like him as a character, and I like the premise behind High School of the Elite. In fact, I think we should actually base our education system on a similar thing, but... Because I think that could work for teaching kids finance, right? Because imagine you set up a system where, based on your grades, you get money, and then you can spend that money on what you want to spend that money on. It promotes actually caring about your work, and it gives you a value of, hey, if I do good work, I can get good money, and then with that money, I can spend it on what I want. But it also teaches you that you need to. It teaches you that it teaches you that you should spend your money valuably as well. Like, I really think Classroom of the Elite structure could actually work in an education system. Minus all of the bullying of the lower classes that don't do as well. Wait, did your mom actually find a genuine, real copy of Pokemon Diamond? Or was it just, is it a fake copy? Because it's important to know whether or not you have a fake or a real copy. And odds are, if she found a real copy, odds are she found a fake copy that's on cheap. What up, Way? It's been too long, man. Oh, did you see that Steve got his he got his ho-oh the other night? I was mad. I missed the live reaction because I went to bed, but I'm glad he got his ho-oh the other day. How you been? I know you've been on that you've been on that Coliseum grind with the 4 Wiis and the Wavebirds. Ah, that's one thing I'd love to do. Play some Wii, some of the Pokemon games. My mom is at a local game store, and that's pretty trustworthy. $70 though. I wouldn't pay $70 for it. You can find it for 40 to 50. Like I paid 100 for a legitimate copy of Brilliant Diamond of Diamond and Pearl combined as a both together in a pair. So also you have to be careful because even if the local game store is trustworthy, they might not know what they actually have. You know, because like my local game store had a lot of legitimate old games, but it also had a lot of fakes, right? Like all of the GBA Pokemon games they had were fake. The DS games they had were fake. He even... Oh, did I tell you guys about that dumb... So, this dumb fuck, right? He was an old dude, and he had no idea what the fuck he was doing, which is part of why he went out of business. Like, I feel bad, but he didn't know what he was doing as a business. They didn't have a good online platform. They were selling fake games. And the biggest thing I saw was he had a Pokemon ROM hack that somebody had sold him that he was selling for $60 because he didn't know that it was a ROM hack that you could buy for like $10. He thought it was a legitimate Pokemon game, and that Pokemon games sold for a lot. It was fucking hilarious. DS games are a bit harder to tell if they're real than other games. Not Diamond and Pearl. Diamond and Pearl are pretty easy. Like, I could show you the difference between a fake one and a real one right now. Mostly because there's so much documentation on whether or not it's real or fake. But I would recommend that if she does want to get it for you, make sure that they have a return policy, right? So just in case it's fake, make sure they have a return policy. So that way, if it is fake, you can return it and say, sorry, it's a fake and I don't want it anymore, right? Because that's the mistake I made. The problem with the game store I went to was he didn't have a return policy. He had a trade-in policy. So even if you bought something that was fake, you couldn't return it. You had to trade it in for something of equal value, which was just bullshit. Like, you should just have a return policy for that type of shit. She said for me to buy it, I'll save my money for now. Oh, I see. If it's still there, though, I mean, they sell pretty quick. Well, Diamond and Pearl don't sell as fast anymore because of the remakes, but $70 is a bit steep. I'd say you can get I would say try and negotiate to 50, if they're even willing to negotiate. That is, some game stores will negotiate price, others won't. Max I'd pay for Diamond and Pearl is 60. Mostly because that's what you can pay for the remakes. So it doesn't really make sense to pay more for the originals than for the remakes. We're about to hit 800 encounters today with no shiny. At least I think it was 800. What did I start the stream at, actually? Now I'm curious. Let's see, I started the game at 1300, yeah? Wait, I feel like that wasn't what I started the stream at, though. Oh, right. I'm really trying to save up my money. I found this awesome Ibanez guitar called the Ibanez Halibird. $350 though. That's not bad though for a good guitar. I mean, personally, I would buy a game console or computer over a guitar, but because they have more use. I don't know if I could even pay $350 for a guitar. That seems like it's a bit up there. Then again, I'm not an expert on guitar market prices, so maybe it's reasonable. Ebenezer? Oh, yeah, Ebenezer. Sorry. I should have known that. My old age is starting to kick in. I'm so old. I see. Does it have any problems with it? Or are they just discounting it? Because normally when you see a discount like that, it's there's something wrong with it, or it's got cosmetic damages or something like that. Yeah, but I don't know how people could pay $500 to $800 for a guitar. I guess, I mean, I understand why, I just don't understand why. It's like collectors, right? Like, collectors will collect stupid shit, and it will have value. I'm like, that thing shouldn't have any value, yet it does. Like, I hate collectors because they'll collect things, but they won't use them. And I'm like, why have a collection of game consoles that aren't being used? Like, I get that they grow in price and they're technically an asset, but they were designed to be used, and they should be used, instead of just sitting on someone's shelf all the time. That's my thought. In fact, I recently said, oh yeah, you think I think, if you think I feel old, imagine how Green feels. He's in his late 20s now. He's so old. No, but it's weird though, right? So I worked at Napa for a few weeks, and I had some people I knew from high school went in, and there was one girl, and I don't think I'd talked to her or seen her in like 3 years, and she was like, I had to bring up old memories for that, and I'm like, bitch, it was 3 years ago. We're not that old yet. Like, you're acting like we haven't seen each other in 20 years. Like, no. Yeah, you're in your late 20s now. or you will be in your late 20s in a month. Hey, at least you're not Matt. He turned 30. He's officially an old man now. He's in his 30s. Whoa. Oh, no. Weird. That was just a lag spike. $11K for a piece of wood, humbucker, and strings. Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, unless someone famous owns the guitar, and even then, again, I still don't see, unless you're using that guitar. But it makes me wonder what Elvis's guitar is worth and what some of the big rock band guitars are worth. I'd imagine they sold for quite a bit. It depends, because having a signed object or a specific version someone made or used is worth more. I mean, could you imagine being able to brag, like, yeah, I own Elvis's guitar. It's framed on my wall. Granted, or, when people sell shit, like selling people's drawings or selling people's hair or selling people's glasses and all that other shit, it's weird how much people value stuff like that. No. No. Come on, Shiny. Come on, Shiny. Let's go. Let's go. No. Interesting. One of them seems to be having more of a lag spike than the other. Again, this seems to happen, but it's the reverse of what it usually is. Usually it's the new 3DS XL instead of the new 2DS XL. Because the new 2DS XL is slightly better hardware than the new 3DS XL. 417, 418, yep, yep. No. No. Go RKO yourself, bitch. Huh. I have no idea what those terms mean, so I would imagine that's a specific brand, but I don't know. Geez, you'd think someone random would have stumbled upon the stream and subbed. So yeah, let me look at how many videos that's short. Gibson is one of the way bigger guitar companies. Martin, I'm not sure about. Interesting. Ooh, 4 people are watching. You too can be the 300th sub. Lol. It's on. I can't even. I was trying to make it funny, but I can't make it funny. Say hi in chat if you have not yet. I would like to know who is in chat. Oh. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out how many videos that short got. I wonder, do you guys want to take bets as to whether or not the moderators have finally let my post on Reddit go through? My bet is no, because they're fucking pricks and they take forever. And I probably violated some stupid rule. Holy shit, Martin guitars are mad expensive, all the way up in the 16. It's not even an electric guitar. Yeah, that sounds fucking crazy. I would imagine it's a branding thing. Knowing that specific people buy specific brands makes it more valuable. It's like shoes, right? Shoes on themselves aren't valuable, but specific brands of shoes are, because specific people wear and promote them. which is extremely dumb, but it's the way the world works. Nike in a nutshell, yeah. I was thinking more Yeezys and Air Jordans, but Nike does it a little bit, but Air Jordans and Yeezys do it a lot more. Yep, my Reddit post has still not gone through. The moderators have literally taken all day and not approved it or disapproved it. So. I was surprised that it didn't go on the forum right away. The fact that you'd think it would go, I can post whatever I want, and if I break the rules, that post gets removed and I can no longer post there. But it seems the way they moderate is rather than letting people post, they have to enable you to post everything you do first. They'll check to see if it breaks the rules before you post it instead of after, which is kind of dumb. Come on, Stakataka, I'd like you to be shiny, please. There's a Martin electric guitar for $24,950. What the hell? Sounds like it's a marketing issue. They market them for a lot more than they're actually worth. Or they make a good enough product, rich people buy them. Or they just have that good of quality of sound, which it might be it. It might be that there are some really high quality woods out there that making stuff out of is extremely expensive for. So I guess if it's made out of a high enough quality wood that also improves the sound quality, maybe? Depends on what that guitar is made out of, though. Come on, let me get the Stakataka hunt over with. I kind of want to do SOS hunts. I know if I do SOS hunts, then that literally means my Stakataka odds get reset, so. I also kind of want to do some eggs for Scarlet and Violet tonight, if I have time. It's probably Steve going live. Yeah. Oh, is Way streaming tonight? I didn't even check. Wonder if he is. How long were you planning on streaming? I have no idea. Honestly, I just started streaming, and I really want a shiny, and I may just go until I get a fucking shiny. But when I've said that in the past, I have literally gone 12 hours. So. But Way is streaming. 4 times shiny hunting Mewtwo, huh? He's cloned he clones his save file so that he can quad hunt. I'm not a huge fan of that. But I have been tempted throughout this hunt to just say fuck it, clone my Ultramoon save file, put it digitally on my other 3DS, and then double hunt it. Bro's about to sleep lock a shiny. I don't think I could ever do a sleep lock. One, I've never won a Nuzlocke, and 2, I get easily exhausted. I literally can't go without a lot of sleep because I'm just way too easily exhausted. Like, I will put a lot of time and effort into something, but after that, I need to sleep. So... It's weird that I didn't get an ad on Way's stream. I have never beaten a Nuzlocke. Nope. I always lose them because I'm an impatient idiot who will underlevel and not grind enough, rush through the game, make stupid misplays, all sorts of shit. That's part of why the sub goal is a Taser Nuzlocke. Because, in theory, if losing a Pokemon means I get shocked, I will try as hard as possible to not lose a Pokemon. Bro, have you watched my perspective of mine and Matt's Soul Link? It is so bad. I did so bad. Some of the other Nuzlocks I've done, I've made stupid mistakes too. You were there when I did my Crystal Nuzlocke. I did real bad on my Crystal Nuzlocke too. Damn it. Having problems again. I don't know why. That's like the 6th time today it's done it. I don't know what causes it. Boom. What about 3D images of 2D girls? That's nice. Look, the Noodle was already 25% almost done with his, what's it called? With 4,000 days. Yeah. Yeah, I literally lost that before, right after the first gym. And then I had to, after I lost, we decided that I was just going to be allowed to revive a couple mons to continue. But I have done better. There are Nuzlocks where I didn't finish them, but I was doing pretty well before I stopped recording them. So, hopefully, I can do this Taser Nuzlocke after we get to 500 subs in a reasonable amount of time and a reasonable number of deaths. Do you know what a flying V guitar looks like? I can imagine what it looks like, but my imagination's probably wrong. Wait. Why did... Oh, I forgot to enable the fucking patch, dumbass. There. Now I should be able to hit that button. It should work. I might have to do a soul link with you to see what's up. Maybe you just need a good partner. No. I was the bad partner. I've been saying it. I am a really bad soul link partner. Like, I kill everything. Like, I'm that bad at Nuzlocks. One time, Gibson made a joke guitar where it's reversed. That's interesting. I'd imagine the acoustics would be funny, though. Because acoustics like that wouldn't really work. No. It's a solid body electric guitar? That makes sense. On a regular guitar, I'd imagine it wouldn't work. Because if you reverse, the acoustics would be really weird. We'd never lose. Plus, I'd piss off Matt if we won first try. Yeah, true. I would say wait to see how I do in a modern Nuzlocke, and then we'll see. But we'd have to make it in a difficult game. Let's, we'd probably have to do Ruby and Sapphire to make sure it was the same game. And the thing we did was we made sure that our randomizers were exactly the same. So we had the same starter Pokemon and the same battles and everything. Because some people, when they do a randomized Soul Link, because it was a randomized Soul Link, they both randomized to separate games. But in this one, the randomizer was the same. So we had the same battles and the same encounters and stuff. So... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just dripped water all over my fucking shirt. Fucking A. Yo, Flint! Welcome to the stream, man! You're not as late as I was expecting. I was expecting you in a couple hours, knowing your time zone. Welcome in. I'm 1 sub away from 300, so if you know anyone who can sub and enjoys Pokemon content, then we can hit 300 tonight and celebrate. I'm doing good, man. Just doing some older hunts still, because I really love some of the hunts in Gen 6 and 7, so... I mean, the Ultra Beasts have some really solid shinies. It's 9:26 right now? Oh. So you're not in Hawaii anymore? Are you in Florida then? Well, it's good to see that you're in a normal time zone and not one that's really weird because it's literally off the coast. Multiple hours. No, I didn't work, but I moved back to Texas. Oh, I see. I'll be going to college here in Texas. Ah, that's nice. Texas is a good place. Have some funky weather, though. But that's good. Have you started the semester yet, or are you just taking a break? Yeah. Like, I like Texas, but the weather, I don't think I could live there because of the weather. The people would be amazing, but... 80 one day and 50 the next? Yeah. And then you could have a freak snowstorm or a freak heat wave. And what's weird is there have been so many storms this year already. It's fucking weird. Like, here, where we get very little rain every year, we have gotten more rain than we have in a long time. It's just been raining on and off for like a week, which never happens. Normally we get really fast, a lot of water really fast, and then it stops. Not a little bit of rain over a week. I'm taking a break to recover, finally, financially and such, almost have enough for a car. That's nice. I would love to own a car. But I don't know where we'd park it, because my brother has 3, his wife has 1, I have another brother who has a car, my dad has a few, my mom has a few, so we are kind of in a place where even if I bought a car, we wouldn't have a place to park it. So, that, and used car prices are through the roof, and I don't want to get a loan on a car. Because it's not really a good idea. I don't want to be making a payment plan on a car. I'd rather buy it used, put a little bit of money into it, and then every time I need to put money into repairs, I don't need to pay the payment. Because the problem with having a payment plan is, if something comes up, you have to pay for the repairs as well as your normal car payment. So you could be paying a lot per month on that car when repairs come, because you're going to need to eventually do brakes, you're going to need to eventually do rotors, you're going to need to do oil changes. So it's better just to buy a car used, and then if I buy a car used, I guarantee you I'll do an oil change after I buy it. I'll look at the brakes and rotors, depending on how bad they are. You can do those when you first get it. Front end components, oftentimes you'll need to do as well. I'd rather have a car instead of borrowing my parents. Like, I'd rather work out in the morning, but I can't because my dad has it. Yeah, normally that wouldn't be a problem for us because we have so many cars. But the problem is my mom has kind of so my dad has this thing where we have enough cars that if one breaks down, you can just take another one. That way, you don't have to deal with trying to find a ride to work. But my mom has managed to cause the Suburban to be broke down because the head dropped, so it's literally it's been taken apart and the heads need to be redone. And then she beat the shit out of the clutch on our HHR, so the HHR needs a new clutch. And then she overheated the fuck out of the Pontiac and it needs a new water pump. So my mom has managed to push that to its limits. So we have a problem where right now, like that's part of why I don't have a job right now, because I need a car to go to a job and we don't have an extra car for me to do that with. Unless my mom borrows my brother's car. But I would rather her not have to borrow his car so I can borrow her car. So once those are repaired though, I'll be good. Yep. Yep. Meow. 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 Ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum, Yep. Yep. Excuse me. Man, ice is cold. Cold. Ow. Cold. Alright, Flint. Be my saving grace. They both think my shinies will take forever. How many encounters will it take to get the shiny Stakataka and or the shiny Xurkitree? I would take a guess for both of them and guess how long it would take. Yep. Yep. Also, I think Limited Life Episode 3 will drop tomorrow, which is going to be great. I need to pee. I be back now to continue the shininess hunts that we will no longer. I may just raid someone at 500. 1,000 encounters is a day. In a day is a lot for me, even between two systems. Like this. Like. Because I did 200 before stream, and I've done almost 800 on stream today, which is fucking crazy to think about. That I managed to do almost I managed to do almost 1,000 encounters in 3 hours. Well, it's almost 4 hours, though, isn't it? No, it's almost 3 hours. Wow. My throat is starting to hurt for some reason. Huh. Weird. Maybe you're talking too much, but I doubt that would be it. So, if we were to raid someone, should we raid Wei or someone else? It's been fun hanging around again, but I'm gonna head out now. We should talk sometime or catch up. Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, I could. But Way's the easy option. And he's a friend. And he's actually got some enjoyable content, so. It sucks that I didn't get a shiny today. Really hoping that I'll be able to get one, because yeah, I can. I think I can anyways. Why wouldn't I be able to? Or is there a reason you want me to message you on Discord? Let's see. There it is. Hello. There. We'll see if it works. Oh, apparently not. Did you leave my server or something? Oh, I see. But you, as long as you were in my server, you'd be able to. Meaning, it's probably that we're not friends and that you're not in my server anymore, so. See, I forget, sending a friend request on Discord sucks. But if you just join my Discord, do !Discord and you'll get the link again. So you'll be able to join the Discord again. And then you'll be able to message me and I'll be able to message you. Because you have to share mutual servers if you're not friends. So. Because you were in the Discord at one point. It just apparently you left it. So. That's my thing, yo. Will we get a shiny within the next encounter? That is the question. That is the question indeed. No. Shiny luck, shiny luck. Give me some shiny luck. Shiny luck, shiny luck. Give me some shiny luck. Meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. There we go. There you go. You know, you could have just done exclamation mark Discord. I have a command for it, rather than trying to go and get the link. Hello. Meow. I don't know if I counted this one yet or not. We'll say I did. Meow. There we go. Meow. 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 I know I counted this one already. No. No, 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 no. Looks like we might be going over 2K for the Stakataka. No. No. Come on, shiny. Come on, shiny. Shiny? Nope, no shiny. No shiny. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Zarktree. Shiny Blacephalon best? Yeah, Blacephalon is one of the better shinies of Gen 7. I will admit that. Also, hello, Mr. Sir. You're coming at a not optimal time. I was thinking about ending. Because I've done, like, between 2 3DSs, I've done 1,000 encounters today with no shiny and shiny Charmods, so... Oh, but I did get a Blacephalon a couple weeks ago. Okay, but imagine you get shiny right now. I wish. Bro, my Ultra Moon is like, no, you can't have a shiny. I won't let you. But now I feel like I should do another 100 encounters. But I'm getting tired, and I need to eat, and I need to sleep. But I want a shiny hunt. Maybe I could record from my bed. Just lay in bed, shiny hunt, watch a video. When I get the shiny, just come over here and sit at my desk. But then I have to get a wireless keyboard out and type it from my bed. Which is a pain in the butt. I mean, I could literally go lay on my bed and you guys could see me laying on my bed. Or I could just turn the face cam off until I got the shiny. By the way, are you subbed, Mr. Sir? Are you subscribed? I am one away from 300 subs, and it would make my night if I got 300 subs tonight. I don't remember if you're subbed or not. Do that. Imagine your entrance brings me the, when you said Mr. Sir, I thought you couldn't pronounce the name. No, even if I don't know the proper pronunciation, I will still attempt to say it. I'm just Mr. Sir. Yeah. Mr. Sir. You should add an I to that so that it's Mr. Siri, so that anytime someone says your name, they're talking to Siri. Shiny Pokemon, I really want a shiny Pokemon. Shiny Pokemon, I really want a shiny Pokemon. Come on, shiny, come on, shiny, come on, come on, come on, shiny. Hello, my honey, hello, my baby, hello, my ragtime gal. Hello, my honey, hello, my son. Oh, I got Shinoed there. I totally thought it was. I kind of want a bass guitar too. It'd be cool to have for bass covers. It would be cool, yeah. But for real, I really should end stream. So maybe I go get Waze Link and we give up on the 300 sub dream. I'll just sit right below 300 for 3 months, and then eventually someone will come along and be like, yeah, I like that. I'll be your 300 sub. Alright, last encounter, I swear. Last encounter. No more. Let me go grab Waze Link. No. Remember, it's hashtag Marill raid. Where's Waze? Wait. Here's Waze. Grab that link. Alright. Go subbed away if you haven't. And thank y'all so much for watching, and I appreciate this love and support. And I will now just name the shiny electric boogaloo just Zap Zap. No, I already have a name in mind that I'm gonna name it. But I'll see y'all next time, and let's go raid Way. See y'all next time. I'm ending stream now. You can't get me.